Okay, here we'll go with a few of the machine learning applications. Okay, like let's say if you'll give in the input, what will be the response? Okay, input will be the picture. So its response is something like that. Are the human faces or not? So if you are sending a machine a picture, then through the data science and machine learning, they will tell you, okay, whether it's the human face or not. So zero is not, one is as. If it's saying that, then it's okay. One is means human face. So where we can use this system, like to predicting the human face. Let's say talk about the loan applications. Okay, so you want to predict about the loan application. Will the person will repay the loan or not? So before giving the loan to anyone, bank always assist with the few algorithm. They will ask you about your salary. They will ask you about your property. They will ask you about your age. They will ask you about how many experience you have. After you will putting all this data, they will assess it and come with the result. Okay, whether should I give this guy to loan or not? So on the basis of that, you have to predict it. Okay, with sorry, classify it in the 0 and 1. So if it's 1, yeah, this guy is okay, he can pay the loan. So then you'll be the loan approval. Like predicting that whether the particular person is going to click on this ad or not. Okay, so that what you guys were talking about. Okay, I watched that movie, I watched that video, and then I seen at the Instagram. Yeah, you watched something at the other website, and you seen at the Facebook that kind of ad. So you predict that, okay, with the certain probability that, okay, there is the 65%, the 0.65 probability that this guy is going to click on this ad. Then they will show you. If there is the less probability, they will not show you. Now, let's say audio clips. Okay, so you are sending audio clips with the machine. The machine can do the speech recognition. Okay, so who is the, let's say, the customer, um, who is the agent, and on the basis of that, even they can you know translate this your voice talk into the form of text. So on the text you can do your analysis from one, like as let's say if you want to learn a few languages like the French, or let's say you are putting something in the English at the Google. If you always say that the Google translator can give you the another thing like the French, Spanish, and all these things. So this always happens. So for a language translation, we can use this algorithm like machine learning and data science. Okay, like let's say when the uh, flights goes on at that time, always they get a data from the sensor. Okay, so if the plane sensor is giving sending a data, then they can prevent it from before the crash or anything is going to happen. So is it about to fail? If the data is saying that, okay, something something is going on in the engine, so that time they can just take a preventive action. Now second thing is like the car camera and the other sensor. Okay, so like self-driving cars is basically uses in all these things, from the sensors. They are getting all this data, and on the basis of that, the cars take an action itself through the machine. So all these examples are is the part of the data science. So anything which gives you a fair idea that, wow, this is amazing, I want to work on, then join the data science. So here are the type of role is currently in the industry. Like one is data scientist, then data analyst, architecture, then data engineer, then statistician, database administrator, business analyst, and the manager. So these are generally role is currently in the data science department. So if you work for any big company like Google, Amazon, or Apple, anyone, so you will get this specific role. Do you guys have any question about this thing? Like you want to understand what is the role for a different person in the different kind of scenario? Okay, then let's move. How the in the retail sectors we are doing the analytics, and what kind of algorithm you are doing here. Okay, I'll see you have a fair idea about that. So We built a recommendation engine. For that, you use the collaborative fielding. You can build attribution models. So attribution model is like from which channel we are getting a more customer. Like as you guys said about the Instagram. So if I am putting my ads, so whether my customer will convert from Instagram to my system or not, or if I'll put my ad at the YouTube, then what is the probability that that customer will come? So that is attribution model. Then let's say pricing analysis. Okay, so pricing analysis is like to set the price of our product. So do I need to increase my price or not? So if the demand will be the high and supply is less, I can increase. But in case demand is less, supply is high, in case we have to decrease the price. So all these things can do on the basis of data science. I talked about the cross sell and upsell. Okay, churn analytics. So churn is something like this customer is likely to churn from my system, like just dropping from my page, dropping from my cart page, you can say. Then purchase likelihood. So what is going to be the purchase? Okay, so we can create some models. So these are the retail analytics. Let's move quickly on one thing and then we'll go with the. So this is the linear regression model. So in the linear regression model, we generally, fit a line around the samples, and lines should be fitted like, to there should be the minimum error from the predictions. Okay. So in the same formula, like this, y equal to mx plus c, like y equal to mx plus c, we predict that the value of y on the basis of x. To predicting the value of y, we need to set a value of b and b1, means intercept and the slope. So if we have an intercept and slope, like how this line will fit, like if intercept, this one will be the right place and slope will be the right direction. So if I'll move this slope little bit here, so this error will be the less. Okay, but maybe we'll increase the error here. So we have to predict these two things, and on the basis of that, we can predict the error. So if the error will be the less, then our model is perfect. So here is the model we predicted that y equal to mx plus c. So this is the number of passenger and this is the price of the tickets in the flight. So if you'll see that number of passengers is increasing, cost is increasing. So what will be the cost if the 100 passenger will be, the price will be 5.64. What will be the price if the customers will be the 200, 9.71? What will be the price if the customer is 500? So this 21.92, we can put the 1000.